Welcome to WeLearn Virtual Learning Network. This is session number 2, Responses of Indian Society. The topics which we will cover in this session are Introduction, India and the Colonial Experience, the World of Peasantry, the Tribal Response, Middle Class Intelligentsia and Social Reform, Reform movements, reform or revival, social or political reform, the intelligentsia reform and the colonial stage. Critique of colonialism. Coming towards the introduction. Colonialism radically changes the face of Indian society. The society responded to colonialism in multiple ways. The responses were, however, influenced by the context in which people lived, the way they perceived the colonial rule, and their vision of the future security. Coming towards the second topic, that is India and the colonial experience. Colonialism improvised the society and used political powers to exploit it economically. It also unleashed the force of ideas to used in an entirely new age. The British brought with them the message of the English and French Revolution, the notion of freedom, equality, and a scientific worldview derived from the scientific revolution and the entitlement idea of the 17th and 18th century. Colonialism, therefore, presented itself as the pervery of idea for a radical social reorganization, even though it changed the economic, political and cultural mosaic of the subcontinent in a fundamental way. Coming towards the next topic, that is world of the peasantry. In the area occupied by the British New Land and Revenue System, such as the Parliament settlement in Bengal and the revenue system in other areas were introduced. Both these were aligned to the subcontinent and employed the superseding of the traditional rights of the village community over their land. Two forms of poverty come into the beginning. In Bengal, the Parliament settlement was implemented. Zamindars become the intermediators between the state and the peasants. The peasant was the worst victim of the new system. The peasants reacted in the form of protest against the colonial operations. The section provides some example. The peasant reaction come in many forms. In the river-3 areas, the peasantry come under increased pressure of revenue demanded in cash. The situation was aggravated with the introduction of commercial crops such as cotton. This further increased the monetary requirement of the peasant. At the same time, it diminished his self-sufficiency. The money lenders in Bombay Presidency were mostly outsides in the local peasant community. They began approaching law court for the settlement of debts. This resulted a massive alienation of peasantry from their lands, community bonds among the peasantry against the money lenders straightened, and they rose against the moneylenders in 1875 as the district of Ahmednagar and Pune. Next, coming towards the tribal response. A significant number of people in the subcontinent for countries lived in social, cultural and economic world, different from other social formations based on caste or other principles of hierarchy. The world tribe, an import form of European language and knowledge system, was used to describe these people. The relationship between the two formations varied from context to context. Colonialism created space and conditions for non-tribal outsiders to move in large number into the habit of the tribal people. The colonial rule brought about other fundamental changes in the life of the tribals. Living in relative isolation, the tribal population had over the centuries evolved social, cultural and political patterns differently. The colonial state facilitated penetration of revenue farmers, forest contracts and Christian missionaries in a large number of tribal habitats. The most powerful expression against the outsiders, who mostly come as moneylender, revenue contractors, lawyers and landlords, was the famous Hull Rising of Santhals in the Rani One Co. Now coming towards the middle class, intelligentsia and social reform. The colonial rule saw the emergence of new classes whose members came mostly from the newly educated sections and the professionals created by the colonial establishment. This class was not attached to any royal court or religious establishment and was entirely on its own, except that it depends on the new colonial economy for its sustenance. Religious and social parties were inseparable, thus legitimating all inhuman practice through resource to religion. Education in the classical mode imparted in Sanskrit, Arabic or Persian was devoid of any critical commitment. Now coming towards the idea and vision of new class. The ideas and vision of the new class was articulated best in the work of Raja Ram Mohan Roy. He realized that a critique of tradition was necessary for removing widespread literacy, ignorance and practice of inhuman and cruel practices like widow burning. They were also clear that tradition had to face the test of reasons and social goods, and that social good was to be based on notation of equality, liberty and fraternity. Next are the social reformers and the public debate. The reformers never reject traditions but rather put them to critical evaluation. Such a critique requires engagement of an informed and critical mass of couple. The reformers indirectly contribute to the growth of linguistic communities, which was recognized clearly in the 1980s and in the long run contributed to the demand for a separate Orissa, Andhra, etc. Next topic is reform movement. There were efforts to bring changes in the caste system, position of women, and the system of education. The reforms for which Raja Ram Mohan Roy stood were eradicated of the Kulian system. Sati was the prevailing practice among the high caste Hindu, where the widow had to die at time forcibly along with the dead husband on the later funeral pyre. Raja Ram Mohan Roy considered this cruel practice to have no sanction in the Shastras. Next, coming towards the topic, reform or revival. The writing of Bankim Chandra Chatterjee, Akshay Kumar Sarkar, Rajendra Lal Mitra, Bhavdev Mukherjee in Bengal, and Vishnu Shastri Chiplukar, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, and Bhandarkar in Maharashtra displayed a new sense of confidence, culminating in Vivekananda's championing of Vedanta. The revivalist reaction was aimed at reforming society on the basis of glorious Hindu past. It was also a reaction to the radical arrogance displayed by the British after the mutiny. The revivalist reaction was aimed at reforming society on the basis of glorious Hindu past and hence critical of reforms inspired by the Western idea. Coming towards the social and political reforms. Nationalism had taken an organized and assertive tone in the last quarter of the 19th century. A debate over the priority of social or political reform began to take center stage. The ascendancy of extremists in politics and of those who resisted any state or legislative interventions in social matter gradually brought a separation between social and political reforms. Now coming towards the next, that is the intelligentsia reforms and the colonial state. The vision that moved the early reforms was that of equality, freedom, and an enlightened society, and the British were seen as the harbingers of these principles. According to Jyotiba Phule, the British government made it possible for me to seek out and express my thoughts. It is significant that when the intelligentsia emerged among the lower caste or in the Muslim community, they too took toward the colonial state for help in bringing reforms. Reformers like Ram Mohan Roy had to face opposition from his own class or the aristocracy. Thus, the assistance sought by each form, the colonial stage was directly different. Coming towards the last topic, that is critics of colonialism. Raja Ram Mohan Roy was the early reformers were consequences of colonial exploitation of the country. A section of intelligentsia in the second half of the 19th century realized that colonialism, more than containing the seed of social regeneration, was fundamentally harming Indian society. Thus, Dadabhai Nauroji, the grand old man of India, Justice Mahadev Govinda Randhe, Ramesh Chandra Dutt, G.V. Joshi, and others began to question the colonial assertion of developing and modernizing India. They asked if the colonial rule made a positive contribution, how was it that Indians were becoming poorer day by day and famine struck village, while manufacturing industry and artisan were being ruined year after year. Dadabhai Nehruji pronounced the drained theory, explaining how large amount of resources drained from India found their way to England. This was in the form of salaries and pensions of civil and military officials of the colonial state, interest on the loans taken by the Indian government, and the huge profit of the British capital employed in India. So that's all for the session. These are the questions which are based on this session. These are: explain critique of colonialism, explain the tribal response. Thank you. Happy learning. We learning.